You may or may not see your calendar here. If we built you your website and we put a calendar booking system on your website, then you will see your calendar pop up here. If we did not put a calendar booking system on your website, then it'll look like this. And you can click Go to Calendar Settings to create your first calendar with our software. We have a couple different features inside of here. We have our calendars, and then we can add calendars to groups and group them together. We can do service calendars. If you have like a service menu, you can rent out rooms if you have a business that rents rooms out. And if your business rents equipment, you can do equipment calendar rentals here as well. We're just going to do a simple calendar in this video. So I'm going to go up to New Calendar here. And here are the different types of calendars we can create. We can do one for your services. You can do a simple calendar, which is pretty common for just normal bookings. Round robin, if you have a team that's using the software at your company, you can assign different bookings in a round robin fashion to your employees. You can do class bookings. Let's say you're a yoga instructor and you want 20 people to be able to book the same 1 hour block to come in for a yoga class. That would be a class booking. And then collective booking is when you schedule meetings with multiple team members simultaneously. This is good for sales calls, technical support, interviews, etc. We're just going to do a simple calendar for this example, but you can use all of these different calendars here. We're going to select this one. We're going to name the calendar just like bookings for this one. And then we have to add a calendar widget on the end or a custom URL. So we're going to do bookings business 101. So just like the name of our business or whatever right here. And then the meeting duration you can set to 30 minutes, hours, however long you want. We'll just do 30 minutes. You can select the days that are available for people to book. We'll do Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Let's change 8 a.m. to like 9 a.m. and then 5 p.m. And then the meeting location, if it's in person, you can put your address here. If it's a Zoom call, you can put the Zoom link in which they'll join the meeting right here. And then we can click on advanced settings and we can set up a few more things. So I'm going to go into advanced settings. And this will take us into where we can configure more of our calendar. We can add a calendar logo here. We can add a description. We can create a group to put this calendar into. If we create a calendar group first, we can select from those here. We can change the color of the calendar and how it will show up on our calendar, meeting location, meeting invite title, all that kind of stuff. We can then go to availability and we can change that and we can set specific days. So if we want just Monday to be available from like 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., we can change just Monday's availability. And then we can go down and make this a recurring meeting. Let's say it's a meeting that happens every week at the same time. You could do that. And then meeting intervals, meeting duration, minimum scheduling notice. Let's say we only want people to be able to book for tomorrow. We'll do like 1 day. So they can't book same day appointments, but they can book 1 day out. So it gives us some time to prepare for our appointment. Date range. Let's say we want to give people the ability to book 14 days out, but no further. We can set that. Maximum bookings per day. Let's say we only want to have like 10 bookings per day. We can set that number here. Maximum bookings per slot. We can say, hey, we want to have 2 people be able to book the same slot. We want to knock out more birds with one stone and have 2 people come to each appointment. You could do that right there. I'm just going to do that on one. Pre-buffer time before the appointment, post-buffer time, just to give you some time if you start early or you end up finishing late, you have some buffer time between your appointments there. Then we will go up to the top and click save on this. And then next we can go to forms and payments, which will automatically redirect us here. By default, whenever somebody books an appointment, it'll ask for their name, email, and phone number when they book. And so we can add our own custom forms here. We'll show you how to create forms in a later video, but you can add your own custom forms or you can just use the default one that they have here. And then we can add guests. We can have this thank you message here that sends out after the appointment has been booked. And we can add a Facebook Pixel ID if we're running Facebook ads. Then we'll switch down to our notifications. We basically want to acknowledge through email. If we want to send it to the contact, we can select this one. And if we want to have an automated email send to ourselves when somebody books an appointment or when we book them in, we can plug in our own emails here. So we could do like john@gmail.com, whatever your email is there. If you want to send those automatically to your clients after they book, just so they can confirm it and put it on their calendar. And then you can allow rescheduling of the meeting. You can allow canceling the meeting, allow Google Calendar to send invitations. You could check that if you wanted to allow that. And then we could save these settings here. And then it will redirect us into our connections where we can link up one of our Google calendars. If you've connected and integrated your Google already, it'll show up with your different Google calendars here. I haven't done it, so mine don't show up here. And so you can click here to set that up and then come back here and connect that. So your calendar with our software will sync up with your Google calendar. So anything you book on Google will show up in here, and anything you book in here will show up on Google. And then lastly, we have our customizations. If you want to change the style of the calendar, if you're going to put this on your website or something like that, or a funnel, and then you can change the color. And this is more for if you're embedding this calendar onto a funnel or a website, you can change the look of it and things like that and the color. And then you can save these settings. And then I'm going to close out of here. Now that we've created this calendar, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to hit these 3 little dots over here. I'm going to click share, and then you can copy the scheduling link. And so you can use this link to send out to people where they can book their own appointments with you. So I'm going to open a new tab, paste this in here. And this is what the calendar looks like here. They can select their date, they can select their time, and they'll have to put in their first name, last name, phone number, email, any additional notes they want to add, confirm, and then schedule the meeting. Now that we've created this calendar, we can also add it to funnels, to our website inside of the software, and people can book straight from our funnels and websites. And you can do it super easily. You can go to our website and funnel building course, and you can see how to add your calendar to your websites and funnels really easily.